Evening, Professor. I'll go through assignment 4, and I'm going to start with question 1 and 2 at the same time. So question 1, obviously, we have our optimized shader, 1 constant buffer as instead of 2, and we only pass in 1 matrix. And for that, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. And as for question 2, in this case, what we do is we do the multiplication of the matrices right over here. You know, keep it in the keep it in the CPU instead of the GPU. We only have 1 multiplication in the GPU, but that's way better than having 3. You know, less stress on the GPU. Move on to question 3. Oh, and before anything, question 1 and 2 actually work. You know, here are the cubes. Sorry about that. In question 3, the pyramid with the texture, the repeated texture, the way we did it in this case, here they are. The pyramid itself, obviously the bottom vertices take 1, 0 and 1, 1 respectively, and the middle, the top one, always takes in the middle of the texture, and that way we get this texture printed out in the faces of the pyramids themselves. As for question 4, it's basically the very same thing as the pyramids in question 3, except this time each of the faces, you know, the forward, the back, the U and V coordinates of the texture are more personalized and they're far more exact. So we get different, you know, we get the left, right, bottom, back, top textures within the block itself. And finally, for question 5, I've encapsulated the texture data from the DX app into a new shader class, and the only thing different here is we have a texture scratch image from DirectX. We have shader resource view and a sampler state in the header. And as for the body, in the constructor, it's where we would specify the texture it will load, create the resource view, and you know the sampler, the filters, and you know all the data and details. And whenever you set the context, you know, just set the shader resources and set the samplers in this case. Okay, for further work 1, the reason we are seeing this error whenever we load test 512 and load box is because create unit box basically doesn't set the UV coordinates, and other than that, we do not set the correct amount of vertices. As you can see, we have 8 vertices in create unit box, and in the repeated texture we have 24.